Good morning, class. Welcome to yet another session of online classes. In fact, YouTube session. If you remember, in the last class, I taught you lesson number 4 called Satya Watch Out, isn't it? I've also given you the meaning of the word, the preface of the lesson, and we have also discussed few exercises. Right. While reading the story, we got to understand the nature of the young boy called Satya, who was very playful, someone who cannot sit quiet at all, right? He moves, he jumps, he hops, he skips, but he cannot keep quiet. All right. Then as we moved on, we got to know who his family members were. Introduction is made of his father, mother, grandfather, and sister, right? They all love him a lot. Satya, being a playful child, moves from one point to another, goes to field and all, and then he compares himself to actions of different animal. Funny pictures are also included as illustration of the discussion. Okay. So as we move on, what do we see? We see more activities of Satya. Sometimes he pedals like duck, sometimes he swings like spider, and on and on, and so on. Clear? Yeah. So his action is being compared with different animals' action. Like sometime he pedals like a duck, some other time he climbs like a lizard. Okay, climbing like a lizard, and then jumping like a goat. Okay. So these are the various animal his action is compared of. His action is even compared to that of bird flapping his wing. Flapping. What do you mean by flapping? To move its wing vigorously. Okay. Then what happens as evening approaches, when the sun sets and crickets begin to hum, it's time for Satya to go home, and when he reaches home everybody laughs because he has bruises and cuts because of his playfulness. And even in his dreams he sees a lot of these things only, the activities and all. Okay, so all in all, Satya is quite playful and energetic. We completed this prepare session, right? Did you know how many peoples are there in Satya's family? He calls them by various names in his mother's tongue. They are Tamil. Okay, in Tamil, Appa means father, Amma means mother, Akka means elder sister, and Tata means grandfather. Now you asked to form group and talk about your family member. This I think I instructed you to do it with your parents or your siblings. It could be your brother or sister. Okay. So what do you call them in your mother tongue? Now note down the words, talk about how you spend time with your family. So this is a simple activity. I am sure I instructed you to do it on your own, right? So without wasting time, you can try doing the same at home. Okay. Then what do we have? We had this practice session or exercises, right? Wherein a lot of questions of different nature were thrown. You were supposed to read, understand, and answer, right? First one was true or false. I'm not repeating them. Then we have this answer this question. All right. The notes have already been provided. In case if you have any issue, we'll be sorting it out at the Google Meet session. Okay. No worries. Let's discuss few, like question number 6. If you were Satya, what animals would you pretend to be like? So it's your choice. You can say animal. I would pretend to be like elephant, horse, lion, and this and that, whatever you like. Okay. Then we had a vocabulary section. You asked to list words from the text used to describe the movement of the animals. The particular word is used, right? Then snack. Snack, you all know, right? That crawls, isn't it? Deer hops and skips and jumps. Then langur, what do they do? They swing, right? What do langur do? Langur is of monkey family, clear? Langurs, they swing from one end of a tree to another end. Okay. Then we had frog. Frog, what does it do? Goat, what does it do? Vulture, what does it do? It's very simple. Frog jumps, right? Goat also. Then vulture, it flies and scoops. Then we did this exercise called look at the picture, tick the correct word to complete. The family dash a room. What is the family doing? Is it cleaning or painting a room? No doubt it's cleaning the room, right? Then we have the woman sweeps or dusts the table. These are very easy. Look at the picture carefully and do it on your own. Okay. Then we had grammar section where you are asked to look at the pictures and read the words. The words are paint, punch, fly, swim, kick. Okay. So this word shows some action. Such words are called action words. What do we call them? Action words. Okay. So here, circle the action words in this sentence. One has been done for you. Okay. The boys laugh loudly. What do the boys do? They laugh loudly, isn't it? Yeah, so what do the boys do? The boys laugh loudly, like it's written here. Secondly, we walk to the market. We walk, right? Then third, the buses move very fast. The buses move. Okay. They play with a puppy. They play with a puppy. So play is the word here. So similarly, try and do the rest on your own. Then we did this questions as well. As I remember, read these sentences. They goes to the park. That is wrong here. The correct answer will be they go to the park. Misha drinks juice. Wrong. The correct answer will be Misha drinks juice is correct. The incorrect answer is Misha drink juice. Okay, because according to grammatical rule, if the subject is in third person singular number like Misha flower, he, she, eat, s or es is usually added to verb. This rule is a bit advanced for your standard, so just keep it simple. Try and understand it. Okay. So based on this explanation, there is an exercise called underline the correct word. What is it? Mother bake or bakes yummy cake. What will it be? Mother bakes, right? Mother bakes. Similarly, what do you have? Maria likes or like painting. What is correct? Of course, likes, isn't it? Try and do 3, 4, 5 on your own. Let me do the last one. Harun sing or sings well. Which is correct? Of course, sings, right? So based on this done example, try and complete the rest on your own. Okay, it's very simple. The answers, like I've mentioned earlier, have already been provided in the digital class notes through WhatsApp. So we'll discuss the rest. Okay, then what do we have? We have this perform section, right? What is perform section? I'll see. How much can a note say? Read this note in the form of a poem. Okay, so it's a note. We are asked to read this in the form of a poem. Clear? Here we are. What does it say? This is just to say, I have jumped over the fence, gone bump, bump, bump. I have climbed the tree and got a torn dress. I have nothing to wear, mum. Don't be mad at me. Let's read it again. This is just to say, I've jumped over the fence, gone bump, bump, bump. I've climbed the tree and got a torn dress. I have nothing to wear. Mum, don't be mad at me. So, what do you notice? There are no commas or full stop in the poem, right? There is no full stop. There is no full stop, neither there is comma, right? Means no punctuation in the poem. So when people write simple notes of poetry, sometimes they do not follow the rules of writing. Okay, this is exceptional case. Usually rules are being followed, but sometimes they can be ignored as well. This is one such case. Okay. Now let's move on to next one. Now try writing a poem using Now try writing a note poem starting. This is just to say. So you can try it writing on your own. Like this is just to say I have completed my study, or whatever topic you can say. This is just to say I just completed all my work today. This is just to say I'm visiting a market today, this and that. Okay, so some words that you could be using are listed here. They are spin, roll, cry, climb, hop, sprint, leap, crawl. Okay, so you can be using any of those words, namely spin, roll, cry, climb, hop, sprint, leap, crawl. You all know, right? Spin means to spin, roll, basically same, right? To move vigorously in one direction. Cry means to cry or shout. Climb means to, you already know. Hop means skippy short jump. Sprint, run. Leap also is a sort of jump. Crawl, some animals crawl, right? Like snake and reptiles and all. So there is this listening section now. What has it to say? Let's find out. Okay, listening. You are asked to listen and take the correct option. This is CD based exercise. We are not going to do this, but it's going to be easy. See, Manjeet loves Jews or animals. What will it be? Based on that, we are going to do. The elephant has a long trunk or tail. Trunk, isn't it? The common ones can be done. Dino and Bunny roam in the jungle or house. Of course, jungle. So this is a compact text based exercise. We are not going to do this. You can try this as an activity on your own using the CD attached with the book. Try and watch it if you have the device to watch. So otherwise, when school resumes, we'll be seeing. Okay, I'll prepare a different slide for this. No worries. Moving on to next section. Speaking. What is it? Speaking. Right. Read these dialogues. Pay attention to the usage of the word in color. Okay. So we are asked to read the dialogue and pay attention to the usage of the word in color. Alright. So let's see. May I please borrow your pencil? Right. Like the word suggests here. Then what else do we have? You may use my crayons if you want. Right. Then she says, thank you. And in the first case, the reply is sure, as you are. Isn't it? Then let's move on. Oh no, you have broken the glass. Right? Exclamation. So what does he say? I'm so sorry. Isn't it? So now you ask to form pairs, work with your partner to say dialogue. Use the words please, thank you, and sorry. Basically, manner words. Clear? Sorry, thank you, and please. You ask to use these words in, and by making pairs, work with your partner to say dialogue. Forget about working with thing with your friend or your brother or one of your parents. Okay, things will be easy that way. So with this we basically come to conclusion of this lesson. It was a simple fun-filled lesson with a lot of exercises wherein we read the story of a very energetic child called Satya, right? Satya would never stay quiet, and right from early morning his day simply was full of activity, right? See, some pictures were also given as illustration to show that Satya's life was full of happening, isn't it? He was jumping, skidding, rolling, tossing, flipping, trying to swim even. Right. Then what is the meaning of Appa? Appa means father in Tamil, right? Akka means sister. Hatha means, we've already read, you got to know them. Clear? And then whichever word we have found newly, I want you to write the meaning of these words and learn them. Like there is a word here, where has it gone? Let me find it for you. Yeah, bruised. As you can see, bruised means full of marks and scratches. If you get injury, and as a result of those injury, if you get marks and all, those marks are called bruise. Okay. Then what else do we have? We have new words like flaps, soaring, and guiding, right? So what is the meaning of the word flap? Flap means to move up and down, to move up and down, right? Then soaring means to fly high, and gliding means to move smoothly, isn't it? So see children, like I've said, learning these new words is really very important, because you're already in second standard. If you learn new words and are able to use them in day out in while speaking English, it will really be wonderful to you, for you. Then there is one new word, shallow. Shallow means what? Here, if you can see, part of the river or pond that is not deep. Something that is not deep. Part of river or pond, right? And squishy. Squishy means wet and soft. Alright. Yeah, these are the words. So these 4-5 words, whichever we have learned, I want you to write them down. And write them down in your notebook as new words, and then learn them. It will be beneficial for an addition to your vocabulary. B, it could be list of new words that are given as dictation words also. Though I'll be adding, so you don't have to worry about that. So if you have any question pertaining to this chapter, we can be solving those in the Google Meet classes. So I can be asking what we are going to do. Okay. So with this, we come to conclusion of today's class. Thank you everyone. It was wonderful to be teaching you through this platform. As always, hope to see you soon. Goodbye.